What's up, everyone? Pritch here, and there have been just a ton of bugs, a ton of problems, a ton of negative stuff going on in New World lately, and I really haven't covered it too much. I've been aware of all of it, but I haven't really made any videos about too much of it or anything like that. So I just kind of wanted to give my thoughts, my opinions in this video, and then I'm going to be telling you guys how I plan to kind of move forward New World-wise and what I'm doing, for the next week or so, and while there's a million bugs going on in the game, and basically every weapon except Dex weapons can one-shot everybody else, and except the magic weapons don't work anymore now because they used to be machine guns, and now they don't hit, and there's a lot going on, right? So this video is just going to kind of be a little bit of a longer, just me talking with you guys and giving my thoughts and my opinions, and then I'll kind of let you guys know like what I'm doing since there's all these bugs currently going on in the game right now, and what my game plan is and how I'm playing the game. Because frankly, I think it's a good way to proceed with it, and I think it might help you guys out if you guys maybe try doing some of the same stuff. So let's just go ahead and get right on the topic. New World has a million bugs. No one's denying that. Good Lord, they have a lot of bugs. And we've known about a lot of them too for quite a while, right? Like the resilience bug, that it doesn't just mitigate crit damage, it mitigates all damage. We've known that for a while. Like that's been in the game, I'm pretty sure, since the betas. And so it's things like that where it's clearly the game was not ready for the release. Clearly there's a lot of stuff that's not functioning the way it should, or the way the tooltip is saying it should, and whether that's on the error of the way it's coded or in the error of the way the tooltip is stating it should work. Obviously we don't really know. Typically people write the tooltips correctly just in general, but who knows? It's kind of a crapshoot. We had the whole, is it client authoritative? Is it server authoritative discussion going on, and where Josh Drive Hayes had a couple of videos out that were leaning heavily towards client side, and then Amazon released their statements saying that it's really more server side, and that whole thing. And there's a lot of concern about the game because it is so stinking buggy. And I'm gonna say my biggest concern is not that there are bugs, it's that Amazon releases patches that create more bugs. Because what that means is they're not testing their patches before they ship them. And I don't know how much money they are allocated. I don't know how much the parent company Amazon is giving Amazon Game Studios for whatever, but they need QA testing. Like, they need people that can test patches and test for bugs before shipped to the consumers. That's my number one biggest concern / this needs to change. Moving forward, I don't want the reputation to be Amazon is releasing patch notes. What have they broken this time? Because to be fair, right, they do fix stuff. They do slowly fix stuff, but it gets overshadowed by the fact that they break 3 other things, right? So we're always going, 1 step forward, 3 steps back every time, right? And so that's it's one of those where it's I view them as if they are trying their best and they are genuinely trying to make the game better. They're just really bad at it, which is a little more concerning. Because at the core, at the root of it all, why there are still so many people playing this game is they have a really good product. At the end of the day, New World is fun to play. At least I think it is very fun to play. I enjoy the combat. I enjoy the aesthetics of everything. I enjoy the way the economy works and the way that getting gear works and all that, everything. I enjoy it all, and I love playing with friends over the game. I love the PvP. I love the PvE. I like it all. And so at the core, they have a really good product. They just need to not break it more, if that makes sense. And so that's where I'm kind of sitting at with Amazon right now. Is I'm looking at what they're doing. I'm clearly you guys are not testing your patches. Clearly. And if you are, I don't know what you're paying for that testing, but it's not doing anything for you. I said this in the podcast with Beef. I need to see 3 to 4 consecutive patch notes without them breaking something further with each patch note. That's when I'm going to feel safe, secure, happy. I'm like, New World is on a great track. They're doing awesome. You know, it's starting the era of getting rid of the bugs kind of thing, right? That's what I want to see myself personally. But in the meantime, honestly, I'm still having fun. I'm still loving the game. In how I'm going to be approaching the next, couple weeks, week or two, we'll see where we're at in a week or so, is I'm going to take a little step back from all these game modes that are being heavily hit with all the bugs. Hatchet players have insane DPS. Great Axe players have insane DPS and can mash attacks faster, or permanent bloodlust, or magic attacks can machine gun auto attacks, or magic attacks AoEs don't even do damage anymore now. And it's kind of funny because it's like all the magic weapons and then all the strength weapons are just constantly getting bugs that just jack them up super hard or really break them. And then like all the dex weapons are sitting there and they're like, when do we get to have fun? So, I'm hoping never, personally, but so I plan on just kind of taking a step back. I'm not gonna PvP flag. I'm not gonna constantly play Outpost Rush because as fun as that game is, it is currently plagued with bugs. The weapon bugs we were talking about. Everybody can pick up the same freaking Azoth bag. Everybody that is currently funneling Azoth into the red diamond gets a freaking demon stone whenever it hits 500, as long as you're all channeling at the same time, so you can get like 5 demon stones at once. And demons are incredibly overtuned. They are so strong. I shouldn't say overtuned. I don't know if that's how they want it to be, but the fact that you can get multiple demon stones at once is breaking the game easily. On top of the fact that you can already do the little hack where you can jump out of the arena or jump out of your starting zone before the timer even stops, just by like jumping and running upstairs. It's that easy. Just put an invisible wall there, Amazon. So all that to say, there's a lot of bugs going on. I'm not excusing Amazon. I'm not saying like, oh, you're doing a great job, guys. No, you're doing a really bad job currently. I hope you guys do better. And what I mean by that is, it's okay that there are bugs. That's going to happen. When you release patch notes, you cannot further break your game. That is how you lose the confidence and trust of your consumers. At least this consumer. That's what I want to see, is good patches. So I'm going to take a step back from that. I'm going to take a little step back from wars. Just as a company, we're going to go a little less hard on invasions, and I'm going to just kind of chill, relax for the next week or two, and slowly level up, all of my crafting, all of my workbench stuff, all of my refining, get mining to 200, get fishing up there, get woodworking and stone cutting, and just armor smithing, get everything starting to move towards the 200s. That's going to be what I want to spend my time doing. It's relaxing, it's fun, it's chill, it's something that I want to do anyways. I want to have max level of all that stuff at some point, so I might as well spend the time right now while everything is, burning and going up in flames because of all these different bugs. I might as well go spend the time right now to just go knock that stuff out, have fun doing it, maybe listen to a little music. That for me is how I plan on just kind of spending my next couple weeks. I personally am like, once I made that decision, I felt like there was a burden that was lifted on me where I'm like, it's okay. Things are on fire. It's okay. I'm going to look at it in a couple weeks when I'm done with all of my solo gameplay, leveling, crafting stuff, essentially. And again, I don't mean this to say, hey, ignore everything. That's the solution. It's not. It isn't. But it is, for me, going to give a little bit of time where I can say, all right, I'm not going to deal with the parts of the game that are being broken with bugs. I'm going to deal and handle the parts of the game that are working as intended for the most part. And just have fun with it and just grow my character in that capacity. And then in a couple weeks, after a few more patch notes, we'll see where the game is. We'll see where the game state is. And, hopefully Amazon can put some money towards some quality assurance testing, so that when they release patches, it only fixes the game and it doesn't hurt the game in any other capacity. That's my hope and prayer for that. This was kind of a little bit of a longer, just kind of rantish video. I hope you guys are, still enjoying New World, still going out there and having fun. I still love being in a tournament. I'm still having a great time, so I'm going to keep playing the game. Frankly, that's all it is. I love the game. I think it's super fun. And yes, there are bugs in the game that are preventing certain game modes from maybe being as enjoyable. Outpost Rush is the biggest one to me, because a lot of these weapon and demon token and exiting the map early and all that kind of stuff, right, can ruin the experience. 1,000%, I understand that. And so I don't want to deal with those frustrations all the time, so I'm going to just take a step back from it. I don't need to do that to Watermark. I can do Expeditions. I can do Merc Guard. I can do Reekwater, right? I can level my Watermark in other ways that aren't Outpost Rush. People were doing it before they released Outpost Rush. So my thing is, if you're getting really pissed off about it, maybe just take a step back for a sec. Couple days, let it blow over, let them release some patch notes kind of thing, and level something else. If you've already got 200 everything, and you're already gear score 600, and you've already got all your watermarks at 600, congratulations. Might I recommend, check out the achievements. There are a lot of achievements in this game. I personally am very interested in knocking those out. So let's say, I get to a place where I knock out everything to 200, and then more stuff is happening that might be game breaking and, gold dupes and weapons not working and whatever, right? Who knows what the future's going to hold. But I'll go achievement hunting. I love that. I love going achievement hunting. And in the game, it gives you titles. I like that. I like that I could show off a cool title that, might be hard to find. So I would highly recommend for those that are sitting there like, I've already done everything. The only thing I want to do is Outpost Rush. Okay, then go do Outpost Rush, man. Do you. I'm saying there's other options if you guys are getting really frustrated and really mad. That's all. Other aspects of the game that are fun, that I believe are fun. And if you believe they're fun, you can spend your time doing that as well without getting super frustrated. So that's what you guys can kind of see from me. I'm going to be posting videos, kind of letting you guys know as I take things on one at a time or two at a time kind of thing. Starting with, for example, last night I did a lot of mining to level my mining up to 120 now. And I was working on smelting and I was working on stone cutting at the same time. Just kind of showing you guys routes or places that I like to go to where I find it's valuable and helpful to level, and kind of just give, my thoughts and opinions in those kinds of YouTube videos. So you can kind of expect that a little bit moving forward from me and my channel for the next couple of weeks, as that's the content that I'm diving into essentially. I love you guys. I love Eternum. I love New World. I'm having fun. I hope Amazon can pick up and gain the trust of its consumers back, because once it gains the trust of the community, then that community is going to grow a lot faster and won't shrink, hopefully. As always, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I'll catch you out there in Eternum. See ya. Eternum. I couldn't say that right. Oh my goodness.